ho, ho, ho-de ho! Day 10 of the 12 Drams of Christmas. On for another tasting. Haven't checked out the reviews? Go ahead and have a look. I'm not going to give any more information now because I want to get these over with. So, bottle. I can tell straight away by the wax on the top that this is a Drinks by the Dram sample. There's the crack. So this one hasn't been opened before. Plenty of wax strips. Oh, this is a challenge. I've got bits of wax that I don't want to pop into the bottle. So I'm going to spin that bottle around just so that there's no wax going to drop into the sample, because that would be terrible. So here we go. So if you didn't catch yesterday's video for day 9, I was part of the way there. I got the ABV. I got the... Oh, I didn't put any back. Now, ABV. I got the Whisky region, being Isla. I guessed it was a Booner. It wasn't a Booner. But anyway, moving on. Cheers. It's on the nose. Again, this one is I don't know. It's fresh. It's fruity. It's berry. There's some what's the word I want to use? There's a bit of a herbaceous nature to it. It's got touches of some robust flavours, such as maybe licorice and aniseed going on in there, which when I did the blind tasting the other day, that turned out to be a bourbon. I forgot to consider the fact that one of the notes I got, which was aniseed, rye gives off that kind of vibe. So I have to remember that could be that rye. It's... Well, I'm sticking my nose right in and I'm not getting much alcohol burn, so I'm going to say this is 40% on the nose. I want to say this had some kind of a cask influence beyond the normal ex-bourbon. It seems a bit exotic for this to be a Scotch. On the palate. Cheers. Okay, so that has some form of finishing. I'm going to say that's some kind of a wine finish, be it red wine. It's not port. The ABV, I'm going to increase that and say that the ABV is somewhere around 43 to 46. It's certainly fruity with berries. It's quite tart. It's got a bit of a syrupy texture on the palate. It's not peated. It's got a bit of woodiness to it. A drying bitterness on the finish. Spice. But I'm not getting the aniseed and I'm not getting the licorice, so I'm going to rule out that there's any rye in there. It does taste like it's a single malt, so that's put me squarely back into Scotch territory. However, I've been caught out before. I did record 2 day 9s. The first day 9 review I wasn't able to publish because there was problems with it. I had some coming through the door and stuff. So I'm going to try and put that out as an extras video later on, but not as part of the 12-day sequence. And I was totally wrong with that one anyway. But this, it's not giving anything away in terms of what region. Okay, I don't think this is a grain whiskey. I don't think it's a blended Scotch. I don't think it's a bourbon. I'm going to rule out the US completely. I'm going to say it is Scotch. I can't think of any English whiskies I may have in me samples. So I'm going to rule out anything English and say it is a Scotch. In terms of what in Scotland, I'm going to go for the cop out and say it's an independent bottling rather than a distillery release. 43 to 46% ABV, price somewhere in around the £50 region. I want to say it's a Speyside. I want to say it's some kind of a red wine finish, certainly a finish. Possibly some kind of a sherry finish. If I had to go and say what distillery this was, being an independent bottling, God, it could be anything. I want to say Glen Rothers. Alright, here we go. Let's do the reveal. Let's see what it is. I don't have a clue. Ah, okay. 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 Right. So this is... It's a 10-year-old independent bottlers, Hepburns Choice, a 2004 edition Glen Grant, bottled at 46% ABV. So you know what I'm going to do now, pause and come back to you with some info. So I'm back with the update as to what this is from the bottling. So I've gone to Master of Malt because that's where I picked that sample up. There it is. I'm afraid you can't really see the label, but oh, there you go. I focused it for you. So that's the label. Okay. So yeah, so it's Langside, Hepburns Choice, 10-year-old, distilled 2004, bottled 2014 from an incredibly well-loved Glen Grant distillery. Comes a single cask, a single malt, bottled by Langside for the Hepburns Choice range. They adored for a reason, you know, so expect a rather delicious Scotch whisky with this one. It was aged for 10 years between 2004 and 2014 in refill hogshead. There's no price information. It's not available. Having been bottled in 2014, that'll be why it's no longer available. There's no more specifics there. Is from the Whisky Files website, and they're saying it's fresh apple pine, custard, ice and sugar, vanilla, lemon, lime, curd, grassy, linen, dry but sweet, juicy apples, pears, banana, melon on the nose. Tastes medium light in body with juicy fruits, cinnamon, vanilla, crisp apples, apple jam, melon, cinnamon, spice, slight chalk, mineralic hilt, Edinburgh rock, medium spicy wood, and apple custard finish. That's it. It was day 10. It's always getting harder.